Dr. Garima Asati welcome you all in my YouTube channel. Friends, today I am going to explain you about the topic Calcaneal Spur in English on the demand of few of my non-Hindi patients. So let's continue with the topic Calcaneal Spur. It is a formation of a new bone at the calcaneal tuberosity, that is heel bone. It is a bony outgrowth at that bone, that is calcaneus, and that new bone formation is known as calcaneal spur. Friends, before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till yet, kindly subscribe the channel, tap the bell icon to get the latest updates of the videos, and kindly see the video till the last, because in the last I am going to explain you some of the homeopathic medicines which can be helpful in curing this calcaneal spur. Now friends, let's talk about the causes of this calcaneal spur. So there is a plantar fascia. It is a thick connective tissue band which connects heel bone to the toe. When this plantar fascia gets inflamed or swollen, it causes this calcaneal spur. Obesity is one of the main cause of this calcaneal spur. Flat foot can also lead to this calcaneal spur. Repeated stress or injury to calcaneum, that is, if that heel bone gets repeatedly injured, it can also lead to this calcaneal spur. Because of that injury, calcium gets deposited there and forming that spur. Now let's talk about the types of this calcaneal spur. So it is of two types, inferior and posterior. So inferior one is when this bony spur forms at the bottom of the feet, that is below calcaneum bone, and it causes calcification of bone at the inferior level. And it is termed as posterior when it occurs at the back of the calcaneus, and it is often large and palpable. Now friends, let's discuss about the signs and symptoms of this calcaneal spur. So there is pain in the region surrounding that calcaneal spur, which is more after taking rest. So rest is the aggravating factor for this pain of calcaneal spur. Morning aggravation is there, waking up aggravation is there, unable to walk, unable to lift any weight, unable to run, and unable to jump. These are the symptoms. Because why this inability is there? Because of the severity of the pain, and patient is unable to lift heavy weight because of this pain. Now let's talk about the diagnosis of this calcaneal spur. So X-ray, that is lateral foot X-ray, can be done, and physical examination is more than sufficient. Now let's talk about the treatment. So in allopathic mode of treatment, there is only surgery or ice packs and exercises. Now let's discuss with the homeopathic approach for this calcaneal spur. So the homeopathic cause of this calcaneal spur is self-worth conflict. That patient is unable to tolerate some situation and feels unable to move through it. And he has to face it and he has to suffer from it because he is unable to move from that situation. Now let's discuss one of the cured case of this calcaneal spur via homeopathy. A patient aged 63 years suffering from this calcaneal spur. It is of posterior variety. A very large and palpable calcaneal spur was there, and he was unable to move, unable to walk, unable to stand, and it is quite difficult to lift even lightweight things because of severity of the pain. Food sweat smells very sour and very much offensive. There is sensation as if bound. He is a businessman and he was managing his business very nicely, but he felt that he is unable to manage it anymore, and he is being pursued by his enemies and felt helpless for it. And there is conscientiousness about trifles, very much restless and obstinate person, desires to be magnetized. So after taking whole history, we took the rubric delusion. He is pursued by his enemies and the medicine given was Silesia 200, which cured him completely in a period of 6 months. Now let's discuss some of the homeopathic medicines which can be helpful in curing this calcaneal spur. So the first medicine is Calcarea. Whole Calcarea group covers this calcaneal spur. So at first we'll talk about Calcarea calm. So the person is very timid, who needs support, desires magnetism, even magnetism ameliorates him. Horrible things affect him profoundly. There is aversion to work or any kind of work, whether it is physical as well as mental. And there is clinging in him. And if we talk about the symptoms of calcaneal spur, so there is a posterior calcaneal spur covered by it, and it should be rounded. It is not a prominent one, and this one is rounded, but it makes him difficulty in walking, in standing. So patient is unable to stand or walk, and there is food sweat, which is very much sour, and patient feels that as if he has worn wet socks. That much perspiration is there, profuse perspiration. So if these symptoms are covered by the patient and these symptoms correspond, then this Calcarea calm will be helpful in curing such cases. The next medicine is Calcarea silicata. So all the symptoms of Calcarea calm plus some symptoms defines this Calcarea silicata. So there is despair about illness, hopeless about his own recovery, becomes too much fearful, and there is amelioration on lying down. While in Calcarea calm, there is aggravation after lying down. After rest, there is aggravation in the Calcarea calm. But in this Calcarea silicata, rest ameliorates him and there is lack of self-confidence. So if these symptoms correspond, Calcarea silicata will be helpful in curing this calcaneal spur. And the last medicine is Calcarea sulph. So all the mental symptoms of Calcarea calm plus patient always laments that he has not received the actual appreciation. He has not received the actual credence what he deserves. So this is Calcarea sulph. And the calcaneal spur gets separated, having very offensive and foul smell. It may also ulcerates. And if these symptoms correspond, Calcarea sulph will be helpful in curing such cases because it is of a separative variety of calcaneal spur. That's all for today. We'll meet soon with a new topic, new subject. Hope you understand well about this calcaneal spur. Friends, before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till yet, kindly subscribe the channel, tap the bell icon to get the latest updates of the videos. And kindly don't take any medicine without consulting doctor. The clinic address of mine and the contact number is given in the description link. Stay connected to stay healthy. Thank you.